back to where we started in the entrance. We're now going into what was the 2-bedroom side of the apartment with a major upgrade where we're continuing all the new flooring with a Nordic seal that goes in the same pattern, you know, from front to back, which is kind of lovely because you don't have a break with the saddles and everything else. We refinished put everything back in the walk-in closet, but we added, you know, full-length mirror to both of them, this one and also the one in the bedroom for her husband. Beautiful chandelier here, and you know, the room is delineated and defined by a different paint-colored ceiling. Symmetry with the crown and the dropping between the rooms. One is a little higher in the living room than here. That's because we have the beams above them that we're hiding, and the big guy is here. That's a problem. But again, I think that when you integrate space and you try to be consistent with, you know, with the trim and color, it just makes a huge difference for the palette. But let's go through the bedroom and then we'll come back to the kitchen as the great piece de resistance for me. So here we moved the door over so that we had more room on the dining room side for furniture. Obviously the bed is against this wall. We moved the walk-in closet to over here, put in a new closet with with taller doors for access, because I always think that it's just nicer not to struggle with the top of a shorter door to make it difficult to get to the top of your closet. We have all of the built-in covers. One side is the air conditioner on the right, this side is the radiator. And we have a shade that's going to come back because I have to trim it back. It's about a little bit too big. This had the ugliest bathroom. We'll do cut-in photos so you can see how much it's transformed. I'm just so delighted with it. I can't wait to show them because it's so beautiful. Tony fell in love with this tile. This is a porcelain, larger tile, but such a beautiful color because it's got just a hint of lilac, even though it's not, you know, in it, and it's just phenomenal. And there's a bigger vanity here with a honed real quartz countertop, and then our Roburn medicine cabinets. Again, there's different lighting, lovely lighting, but there's an exhaust fan, so it's vented, and there's a big shower, probably a little bit bigger than the primary bath, but we got the water pressure back up. Took out the water restrictors in the shower bodies, and we have a operable window if she wants to open it. And we just replaced these sashes with frosted glass so that we didn't have a problem. Because again, this side is all new windows. The other side were the old. So we replaced all these windows from this bedroom to over here now to her son's bedroom here. So let's walk over there and see what's going on in this next room. So Brody's room, I mean, there's only so much you can do with a room where you've got a challenge with not being able to put the heating and the air in one unit. So we have a smaller radiator there. We have a bedroom. I'm opposite that wall, which is where you could put a queen-size bed. He used to have a single one here, which was so awkward. There's no room here now on purpose because this would be a great place for a dresser, and then the built-in that he probably needs for his studies at his age, because he's in high school, and all of the wiring is at the wall for them for the USB. I'm sure that he streams, so we don't have to worry about it. We put back the closet that just made it taller with the 8-foot doors, recycled the shelving that was there from Container Store before, and we moved the door over so that now on the other side, when we come into the family room, dining room, that's where we have the TV area, the open kitchen, the wired window treatment, and the built-in along the radiators for more storage. And this now becomes, I think, a great center for entertainment because it's so big and it feels so much bigger than it was. It's just optical illusions that you do with removing the walls. When you cut in and see this wall here and what it looked like before, it was just amazing how confining it was. It was almost like you were closed in. So now that's all changed, and we love our tech lighting here and the bigger peninsula. That's 15-inch overhang seated, which I think makes sense. She picked this Iceland cedar stone top, and we did the big Orca sink, Frankie's sink, which I think is wonderful. The higher voltage, LED under cabinet lights, Bosch appliances. There used to be a gas stove, so the gas line is still there, accessible, although I'm sure they won't put it back. They're too large, 50-gallon garbage and recycling. They've got cutlery drawers and knife drawers here. There's a big blind corner there on the top, and then they have, my favorite is, I absolutely love these Magic Chef pantries. They're just incredible. They just make it so easy to have a pantry, and the drawer microwave, which is always fun. And I think is so much better than having to lift it out of a vertical shelf. It's so much easier to pick it up. So sharp, we got everything done there. This is a Sub-Zero freezer behind me. Freezer, refridge, freezer, and a flip up on the top. We had to actually take the compressor off this. We couldn't fit it in the elevator. So it's like nothing but drama with these places. Big challenge was the change in the ceiling because of the beams. There was a bunch of beams underneath this, so we'll cut in so you see what they look like in the video from before. Big change with the windows. We took out it didn't have the big enough daylight opening, so we made this window, actually it's the same size, but we turned 2 into 1. And then, so that's all new. And then behind here is Caesar stone, so there's a sill in the back of the cabinet, so I never have to worry about maintenance. There's a great pull-out in the corner, for all of their big pots. Le Mans, we like that because it's just so easy to use. And then divider for the cookie sheets, and I put for now, just put the fire extinguisher there. But here we have the most difficult challenge in the world in this whole project was this closet, and the space in this closet to fit a 24-inch GE vented dryer and washer. And the templating challenge took like 3 of us to figure out how to do it. My crew is really great, and between the carpenter, myself, and the plumber, we actually navigated how to cut the inside of that wall and make it work. So I love pulling the wood into this kitchen, and I'm surprised at how quiet the dishwasher is now. Bosch, it's just lovely. But I get to see them this afternoon, and I am so excited for this reveal because it's been quite something and a little bit stressful because they haven't seen anything. They haven't come to see it. I've sent pictures, but they haven't seen it. So we'll say ciao for now and see you on the next